Got one of these? Awesome. Get your Osmo Pockets ready because today I'm going to tell you about 3 must-have accessories for your DJI Osmo Pocket. Let's get right to it. Hey there. So if it's your first time visiting this channel, thank you for joining us. My name is Carlos Melendez. Today we're going to be talking about 3 amazing must-have accessories for the DJI Osmo Pocket. Now, full disclosure, I'm a real estate broker by trade, as you very well know. So a lot of the things that I do with my DJI Osmo Pocket are really geared towards the sale of real estate. However, these accessories are something that every content creator should have. They are amazing accessories. They are very versatile in the way they function. And truthfully, anybody who is creating content with the DJI Osmo Pocket should have them. So let's get right on into it and let's talk about accessory number 1. All right, so accessory number 1. Now, some people might argue and say, oh, you really don't need that. And hey, you're probably right. A lot of people like to go ahead and run and gun with their Osmo Pocket in their hand. They don't necessarily use their phone as a viewfinder or so forth. So if you're not doing that, if you're not using your phone as a viewfinder to make sure that you're getting everything that you want within frame and everything else, then this might not be an accessory for you. But if you're a serious content creator, somebody like myself in real estate that wants to make sure that you're getting every feature that you want to get in frame, that it's really nicely queued up and really nice in frame, then for me, I will say an accessory that you must have is the Ulanzi OP1, which is this particular phone rig right here. As you can see, it's a very easy accessory. I have it actually connected here with my Joby Handy Pod, which is this little guy right here. I didn't include this as a must-have accessory because truthfully, everybody should already have one of these. If you're in content creation, a tripod is something that's a must-have. So of course, I prefer using this particular Joby. It is the Joby Handy Pod. It's very economical. And I like it because I can use it with my Osmo Pocket when I'm using this particular rig, but I can also use it with my DSLR or any of my other larger format cameras. So this is a pretty cool must-have accessory. Not to mention, it does have a very nice ergonomic feel to it. So I would highly, highly recommend this Joby. But the OP1 by Ulanzi is an amazing mobile phone and Osmo Pocket rig. And the reason that it's so awesome is because it allows you to have your Osmo Pocket in this holder right here. And then on top of that, it allows you to then mount your iPhone or your phone, whichever one you're using, if you're an Android user, right into the rig as so. You can go ahead and secure it here. And the nice part about it is that not only does it let you screw in your tripod here at the bottom, but the cool part about this is that it also allows you to use this cold shoe up top to add any accessories that you might want to add. So if you're in a dark area, a lot of people know, if you've been using the Osmo Pocket for quite some time, that it doesn't do very well in low light due to its smaller sensor. So with that being said, a lot of times you might need an LED light, or you might need an external microphone if you're doing an interview of some sort, or you're trying to get somebody speaking on camera. So having that particular cold shoe at the top there is vital. It allows you to really extend the capabilities of the Osmo Pocket. Not to mention, if you're trying to do a time lapse or something along those lines, it's very important to make sure that the Osmo Pocket stays super stationary and that it's not moving or that the wind isn't pushing it everywhere if you're outdoors somewhere. So having a mount like the Ulanzi OP1 just makes it that much easier. It makes it feel far more solid as well. So when you're walking through a property or whether you're walking out there, hiking or whatever it is that you might be doing, it just gives you a much more solid feel and a much more secure setup for your phone as well as your camera. So for me, that's accessory number 1, the Ulanzi OP1. So that leads me into accessory number 2. So accessory number 2. Now, for content creators that have been doing this for a while, this might be a no-brainer for you. But for those of you that are new in the content creating space, maybe realtors out there that are just now starting to dabble in video for real estate, this is something that you definitely want to add to your Osmo Pocket. It's a very inexpensive accessory, and it'll definitely help you in the long run when you're creating content and when you're out there filming. Now, what I'm referring to is an ND filter kit. Now, these ND filters are pretty inexpensive for the most part. This budget series by Freewell cost me about $59 on Amazon. It comes with 6 different filters ranging from an ND4, which gives you 2 frame stops, all the way up to an ND64, which gives you 6 frame stops. It also includes a CPL filter and a polarized filter, which is pretty neat. Now, these particular filters, for those of you who aren't aware, they help you in different types of environments. So let's say that it's a cloudy, overcasted day. Then you might want to use an ND4, which is going to allow for you to kind of sharpen and get some really nice quality footage on an overcasted day. Now, let's say that it is a super sunny day like we often get here in sunny South Florida. You might want to then use a ND64 with a polarizer. Now, this kit does include that, and that would be great for an environment where there's a lot of water. Let's say you're out on the ocean, or you might be on the intercoastal, or in a setting where there's a waterfall or something where you're getting a lot of glare off that water. That would be a great filter to cut down and make sure that you're getting the best, crispest quality content out there. So definitely invest in a nice ND filter kit. They range from all prices. Like I mentioned, this one was $59, but then you have companies like Techfection that also I got on Amazon, and this one was $39. And it also brings 6 different filters. So there's different kits out there. They're easy to apply. They're very plug and play. And I truly mean that because of the fact that all you have to do is grab one of the filters and they magnetically just clip onto the front of your Osmo Pocket. So there you go. It's as simple as just placing it and unplacing it to the lens, and now you have an ND filter that you're ready to go out there and get some really great quality footage without having to worry about any glares or any kind of distortion from the natural environment out there. So again, make sure you check that out. ND filters are a must-have. All right, so that leads us into accessory number 3. Now, this accessory is a game changer for those of us in the real estate field. And the reason I say that is because, as many of you know that are content creators that are always running around trying to do walkthrough videos and such with your Osmo Pocket, aside from dealing with maybe those low light issues when you're inside of a home, which we've discussed that you can solve with a nice LED light, one of the other hurdles that we find ourselves when doing these walkthrough videos is the fact that the field of view is pretty narrow on the Osmo Pocket. You know, it's set up somewhat of a vlogging style camera, so for that reason, your field of view is very zoomed in, or very narrow for that matter. So when you're walking in and trying to get maybe, footage of a room, bedroom, living room, kitchen, sometimes it's tough to get that entire space without having to do too much panning when you're filming inside of a property. So Ulanzi recently came out with an amazing lens. You guessed it, the OP5, which is their wide-angle lens. Now, the nice thing about this particular accessory is that it's very economical. It only ran me about 20 bucks on Amazon, which was awesome to begin with. It's magnetic, which is great, so I can just plug and play. And it's a really, really cool accessory because it allows you to really get that entire bedroom in one walk without having to do too much panning. It really gives you a nice, crisp image. And it really does expand, does give you that super wide view without too much extortion. You don't get a lot of, curving at the edges. You don't get a lot of fisheye effect with it, which is awesome. And again, when you're walking through a property, now you're able to get that entire kitchen, that entire bedroom in one swoop without having to do too much panning back and forth, where, as you know, it gets a little boring after a while. So being able to walk through, get that shot all in one shot, and being able to move on to the next part of your video is excellent, and it creates for better content quality. So look into it, the Ulanzi OP5. It's very economical, and the best part about it yet, guys, is that it is plug and play. This is just like the ND filters. It is a magnetic lens, so you simply grab your Osmo Pocket, drop it right on the front of your lens, and now you have a wide angle lens for your Osmo Pocket. Well, there you have it, guys. Those are my top 3 must-have accessories for the DJI Osmo Pocket. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button below. And for more great content like this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button above. And to be the first one to know when I upload new content to my channel, make sure to hit that bell button so that you're notified when the next great video hits the YouTube scene. As always, guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I really hope that you enjoyed it. As always, feel free to leave me a comment below. And I hope to hear from you guys soon. So have a great day. Keep on creating great content. And as always, guys, God bless. Till next time.